Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? I hope you are good and doing well. In this lecture, we're going to discuss an important Ruby on Rails interview question, that is difference between hash and hash with indifferent access. Okay, so in Ruby on Rails, both hash and hash with indifferent access are used to store key value pairs, but they behave differently in terms of how they access the keys. A regular Ruby hash, the keys are typically accessed using the exact key type used when we create the hash or when we set the keys into the hash. Okay, for example, if a key is set to be a symbol, then it must be accessed using that symbol, and if it is set using a string, then it must be accessed using the string. Okay, for example, let's switch to an example. Okay, so here we can switch to the Rails console. Okay, and here how we can define a regular Ruby hash. So that is like, for example, user equal to hash dot new. Okay, so this is how you can define a regular Ruby hash, and you can check it class with user dot class. So it is the hash class. Okay, and this will initialize a regular Ruby hash. Now let's define some keys in this hash. So how we can define, let's say, user first name, first name, and assign a value to it. Let's say Ravi, and then user last name, assign a value to it. Okay, and then user email, as use this key as the symbol. Okay, so here you can see first two keys we used as string, that is first name and last name, so both key type are string. Now we will use email key as the symbol type. Okay, and assign a value to it. Let's say example.com. Okay, and now what we need to do, user dot, let's assign one more symbol key, user dot contact, and equal to, okay, save it. Now you can print the user object here. So you can see that user has the four keys, like first name, last name, email, and contact. Okay, so these are the four keys in this user hash. Now let's fetch the first name of the user. So if you do user first name, you will get the value that is Ravi. Okay, or whatever you will define, so you will get the value. Why? Because we are accessing the first name as the string type, and we also define it as the string type. Okay, so this is returning us the value. Okay, now let's suppose what happened if you do something like that, access it using hash symbol. Okay, so you will get nil. In that case you will get no data, it returns nil. Why? Because the first name is defined as a key with the type string, not as symbol. Okay, now you can see that last name is also a string type key. Okay, so you can see the same result for the last name as well. Now let's try to access the email. Okay, so here what will happen, that email. So when you access the email with symbol, because we define it as a symbol, so we get the value. But if you use the string here rather than symbol, you will get nil. Why? Because it is a regular Ruby hash, and we provided the email value as the symbol, email key as the symbol, so we cannot access this as a string. Okay, so this is the normal Ruby hash that it works. Okay, now let's talk about the hash with indifferent access. So what it is, this is a special type of hash provided by Rails, and it is provided from the active support library in the Rails, and it allows you to access keys using either symbol or strings interchangeably, regardless of how you define it. Okay, it just normalize the key access, so you don't have to worry about whether you use a symbol or a string. Okay, so let's see this with an example. So here you can see that this is the regular Ruby hash initialization. Okay, but with active support hash with indifference, how we can do that? So for example, let's take an employee example for here. For example, here employee equal to active support, and then hash with indifferent access dot new. Okay, so this is how we can initialize or instantiate a hash with indifferent access object. Okay, and now let's provide the same values here. Employee, let's say first name, say Alex employee, last name as Smith, and then employee email as string key. Okay. Okay, and same one more attribute, that is contact. Assign it as. Okay, now let's try to access the first name from this employee object. Okay, and you can also check the class of the employee hash. So employee dot class, it will return you active support hash with indifferent access. Okay, now let's access the value of key first name in the employee hash. Okay, so employee, and here first name. Okay, so it will return Alex. Okay, now let's try this by accessing as symbol. You can again see the value of the key, which is Alex. Okay, and now let's try to use a symbol key, that is email here. So email alex@example.com. Okay, and then if you access it as a string, you will again see this value, alex@example.com. Okay, so this is how we can access the keys from the hash when we define it, or when we initialize or instantiate it as a hash with indifferent access. And we can for change we can access the keys interchangeably regardless of how we define it, either as a string or symbol. We can access the keys whatever the way we want to use. Okay, so this is how access hash with indifferent access work. Okay, but this is for the two different approaches to initializing the hash. For example, we are using the user hash as a regular UB hash, and the employee hash as the active support hash with indifferent access. Okay, but sometimes you have to use existing hashes with indifferent access. So how you can do that? Okay, so here we can use it something like, let's say user equal to user dot with indifferent access. Okay, so when you use this user dot with indifferent access, so this method will convert your existing Ruby hash object to object of this class, that is active support hash with indifferent access. Okay, now let's try to check the user dot class. So you can see active support hash with indifferent access. Okay, and now if you wish, you can access the user's first name as a string, and if you wish, you can access is it as a symbol as well. Okay, so this is how we can convert an existing hash to the hash with indifferent access object. Okay, so I hope you like this. This is an important interview question, and knowing this difference between hash and hash with indifferent access, you can also write better code depending upon your requirement. Okay, so thanks for watching this, and we will meet into the next lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.